Hello everyone, I'm Frio, and welcome to a new video. In the Ben 10 saga, aliens are central, and for them, nothing matters more than their debut. When an alien debuts in a series, they have two choices, an ultra-epic entrance, or conversely, one so awkward it makes you feel embarrassed for them. Here's a list of the worst alien debuts in the Ben 10 saga. Let's get started. I'll shut up now and let's get started. Rad's debut is one of the worst we can have on this list, for two reasons. The first is that he wasn't even chosen as an alien. Let me explain. Rad debuts in Ben 10 Alien Force in the episode Peace Seeking. Tiffin, a being that had to be transported as a gift for this man, starts causing interference in the Omnitrix, thus triggering the transformation into Rad. The second reason is that Rad has no control. He's a powerful being, but somewhat stupid, since as his first act, he decides to break the ship's seat and fight against Kevin.
Don't you want to fight, Kevin Levine? Come on.
Rad's attitude annoys Kevin and Gwen, so Gwen puts a mana helmet on his head. Rad, angry, tells Gwen that no one can stop him, but he ends up running out of all the air he had available, knocking himself unconscious, and making his worst debut as an alien. Cannonball debuts as the first alien unlocked in the original series. Cannonball was a strange enough alien to catch our attention, though he was from a planet that no longer exists because the Tick destroyed it. He had one of the worst debuts, and even though he made some references trying to shoot webs from his hands, his debut falls pretty short. We see Ben completely unaware of what his new alien can do. He couldn't even stand up, he kept falling and losing his balance, being a total failure. Lodestar. A little girl's message moves Ben, telling him wars are constant on her planet and asking him to end theirs. Lodestar first appears in Ben 10 Alien Forces episode Simple, where Ben tries to stop an unfamiliar war. In the middle of all this, he just arrives on the planet, introduces himself, and says that war is not right. Of course, it's just like this meme. After some unconvincing big words, Ben resorts to force and transforms into Lodestar. All the Reds shoot at Ben as if he were a shooting target, so Lodestar sends out a magnetic wave that attracts the Reds' weapons. But since he doesn't know the powers of this alien, he has no control, making all the weapons come toward him, sticking to his body and hitting him several times, leaving him looking like a total noob. That's why Lodestar's debut has a place on this list. Amphibian is an electric alien from the planet Teslos. Ben got his DNA from Rad, an alien escaping a Grieger in the Alien Supremacy series. Rad became trapped in the Omnitrix after adding his DNA to the Watch. His debut is short and disappointing, as when Ben transforms to fight Aggregar, this alien doesn't land any attacks. He's quickly mocked and defeated in seconds, making Amphibian's debut humiliating. Ítol is one of my favorite aliens after Chill, but sadly his debut was terrible. Ben tried to stop Vilgax, who stole the Sword of Ascalon. I remember the squid being overpowered, with mega armor and original powers. Ultra epic. Returning to the topic, Ítol debuts in Ben 10 Ultimate Alien in the episode An Unforgettable Night, when Vilgax tries to destroy the seal containing the ultimate enemy. Ben transforms into Ítol, but Vilgax attacks him with a beam from his eyes and Ítol falls. The end. And I'm not joking, seriously. That's Ítol's debut. He showed up, transformed, and lost. It's worth mentioning that he was facing Vilgax in Ascalon mode, but that doesn't change that he had one of the worst Ben 10 debuts. Chameleon, an alien with lots of personality who was completely ignored. Merlin and Sapiens debuted in Ben 10 Alien Supremacy in the episode The Prisoner 775 is Not Here. In this saga, Ben began collecting aliens using the Ultimatrix's scanner, something that tired Kevin and Gwen, but not us. Chameleon holds the record for entering the Omnitrix and being used and ignored in the shortest time. Too soon. Even for me, it was probably too soon to use this alien. Chameleon took a spot with a lot of secondhand embarrassment in this ranking. Yuri Rich. The new aliens are a problem for Ben since you don't know what powers they have, and using them at the worst moment can be fatal. This is about Yuri Rich, who debuts in Ben 10 Alien Supremacy's episode Jurassic Eggs. Ben was trying to catch a pterodactyl, and the best option would be a flying alien, but no. The Omnitrix gives him Yuri Rich. Kevin realizes he chose the wrong alien when the little gremlin crawls under the seat and wrecks the brake pedal, causing the car to lose control and almost crash. Yuri Rich's debut nearly causes an accident and almost wrecks Kevin's car, making it one of the most disastrous debuts. This group of aliens appeared because the Omnitrix malfunctioned. Stealing a part from Ben's Omnitrix made his aliens go out of control. This made Ben transform into very low-level small aliens like Walkatrout, Pesky Dust, the worst one, or Molastache. Out of the four, this one had the most awkward debut since he discredits his alien without even having tried it, and without even knowing that one of the plumbers behind him was from the same species. Heatblast, the first alien Ben used, had to be a mistake. Can you imagine a watch jumping onto your wrist? Suddenly catching on fire? That's what happened to Ben during his first time as Heatblast. Fun fact, even in the transformation scene, you can tell that Heatblast is surprised and even a little scared. I don't think this happens with any other alien during transformation scenes in the series. If you know any, leave them in the comments. I'll read them. It's pretty normal for most aliens to make mistakes in their debut. Now, Heatblast has all the pressure since he's the first of all, so it was obvious he was gonna make a mistake. Although he caused the forest fire, the worst disaster here, it's forgivable since he started it all. Still, that doesn't mean he couldn't have a bad debut. Now, in the comments, I want to do a little activity where we'll vote for the alien who had the worst debut. Liking their comment gives them a point and boosts it to the top. I'll share the answer in the video on the best alien debuts in Ben 10, since some aliens had truly epic introductions. You can see it at the end of this video pinned in the comments or in the description. That's all from me. Remember, I'm Frio, and with me it will be until next time. Goodbye.